Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't shared a video for a very long time, but we are getting back into creating YouTube content for you. Today I'm showing you how I set up my new craft room. The reason I haven't had any videos is because I've moved and I finally have my own craft space that's all to myself and no longer in my bedroom. So this is an overview of all of the stuff that I have. I have that little unit there which has my albums in it as well as some boxes, and then on the floor is all of my craft stuff. These were in packing boxes, but I did take them out because you couldn't even walk around. I have all my beads, every single bit of embellishment, so my die cutting machine, my sewing machines here. I brought two new boxes, so those long pieces of white there are new boxes for my cube unit. I have my roller cart, my black one, then I have my clear roller cart. I have my scrap container. I didn't really cull anything before moving. I just packed it up and then went. As you can see, things that had like open face lids are all wrapped up in clear plastic. That's the way I transported them. Nothing broke, which was amazing, so I highly recommend it. I also bought a new desk, and this desk has a hutch on it. The desk that I want is far too big for the room that I have, so I did settle with this desk. There's my little doggy. Hi. I'm going to put the desk in the middle of this back wall because the only outlet is on the side there, so I do need to put it near it. But I obviously will use extensions to get things there. I have just an overview of these things here, which that is going to stay there, and my cube unit is going to go on the opposing wall. I do need to try and put my desk together, which is going to be very hard. There he is again laying down, and there's just some more stuff. So I moved everything around so I could put my desk together, and I'm just showing you guys again where it's going to go, and you'll see very soon the process of me kind of putting my desk together. So here it is in parts on the floor. It was probably the hardest piece of furniture I've ever had to put together. I've built so much stuff since moving, and this desk was the hardest. So I don't know if I fully recommend it because it was just so tedious and time consuming to put together. There were so many little pieces. I'm very happy now that it is together though. So there is just some stuff that I need to put into this cube unit, which is what I will focus on soon. And then here is the desk put together with the backing piece there. I actually don't have the backing piece on because I find it a lot easier to have that entire back space empty. I did initially put it on, but then I took it off because I didn't like it. This one here though is on because I like having the fully enclosed space. And then the drawer, which I love having a little drawer now compared to my older desk. My older desk was much bigger, but this one has a lot more storage, so I was able to declutter a fair bit. So this is all the things that I want to go on my desk or in my desk. So it's things like my 12 by 12 paper, my current like kit of things that I'm working with, along with beads and all those little odds and ends that you use while scrapbooking. These are just some things that I'm looking through and kind of decluttering and going through to decide what I actually want to keep. That was kind of the hardest thing about this. That's my bin box that I was throwing things away, and there was things that I put that I didn't want in my craft room anymore. So you know, like personal photos and stuff that I would never really show on camera, I didn't want those on display. Here is the cube unit semi-sorted. The albums do stay in that order. It goes like completed down the bottom and ones that I'm still working on in that middle shelf there. I'm really happy with how that one turns out. It does alter a little bit in that top cupboard, but I think it looks really great. Now the things that I kind of took out, these I want to put like this here, I want to go in that cupboard. I want this here to go in the cupboard. This here I just want to go into one of the like one of the hutches up here, and then this goes on my desk, that goes on my desk, that'll be on my desk, and that'll be on my desk, and I just need to figure that one out. And there's a pillow. My weird bin contraption is there, and I've just got the charger for some stuff, and then this is all the things that I still have left to sort out. There's my feet. So this is a box of decor stuff. Then I have my 2 lamps, my manual die cutting machine, my yarn, which I think once I cull the ribbon will go over there. Then these 2 boxes will go into my cube unit, which I will be putting over here. Yeah, over there. And then I bought 2 drone boxes, which I'm going to put together now. Okay guys, here I am back with day 2 of setting up. I finished my desk this morning. I had to go get a staple gun, like I said, to put on that piece there and the piece that is attached to the back of this. They're just like a villa board, but the reason I liked this desk is because you can see right there it has that little hole. I liked that. I'm just going to turn the fan off because it makes the lighting look a bit weird. I like that because I can put cords in there, so like my sewing machine cord can go in there, or even my hot glue gun if I want to. I probably won't do the hot glue gun, but I'll definitely put the sewing machine one there. So there's the desk, and I've just chucked 2 things up there. I'll be doing a whole craft room tour later on, but there's the desk all set up in position, and I have my chair back, and then I also just have some cords set up. Okay, so I still have this whole entire thing to tackle. So that is a rolly cart that has a whole bunch of stuff in it, which I'll go on with the, soon. This is my other rolly cart that was in my old craft room tour, which has the majority of my supplies in it. And then the 2 top boxes are just random things that I need to deal with. I have my sewing machine, which is that box there. Then on the top, I have my box of spare stuff, which will be going back into my cube unit when I get it back in a couple of days. So spare stuff. That is my art stuff. And then my die cutting machine. It's a box of decor. This is the IKEA drone box, which I'm going to be putting some stuff in. And then just a whole bunch of random things. There's my bin. And then this is what I tackled last night. So I kind of organised it. I'm happy with how this is set up. I'm just going to move you so I can show you better. So I'm happy with how this is set up. So basically what it is that was my first album. So that's when I started doing 12 by 12. So it's 2015. That's my formal. That is like layouts prior to 2015. 2016, 2017A, 2017B, 2018, 2019A, 2019B, 2020. Neither one of those are done. An album from a holiday that I went on, my December daily from 2017, my December daily that I was going to do in 2020 but didn't end up doing, so that'll just go over to 2021. Then my art journal when I went to New Zealand in 2015, my 100-day project, and then my album, which holds all my spare page protectors. And then up here I have a container of stuff that I want to go through and colour. So that's all just ribbon, and I don't need that much ribbon, so I want to go through it. And then up the top there is just a whole bunch of like things that I've made or people have sent me that I need to figure out. And then I have this one here, which I have another one that I'm going to pop in there, which is just going to be filled with random stuff. And then if we go up the top, I just at the moment put my monitor up there, which is what I use to watch like YouTube or Netflix while I'm crafting, and then my little handmade memory decks roller thing there, which will move. And today I plan on trying to organize my desk. So I have in the gold box there my things in my sewing machine, so like ribbon, thread, bobbins, needles, stuff like that. And then I just have a grey wire box. So I'm gonna do that and then bring you in when it's done. If I'm having like a kind of thought process, I'll bring you in and talk you through it. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you in for this. So on the floor I had my little container here. This is from Kmart. Move that out of the way. This is from Kmart. It's in the bathroom section, and I just have flowers and hot glue and roller stamps in it. What I want on my desk is things that I'm going to be using every single time. So I probably will end up going through that because like I want the hot glue in there and I want the flowers in there, but I don't really need the rolling stamps in there because I don't use them every time I'm crafting. But what I also had on my desk in my old craft room was I had this container. Now this had all of this stuff in it, but I have a new idea for what I want to use this with. I have my container of sequins here, which I have a good amount of, and I want to kind of color sort them in here. So I want to go like pinks, golds, blues and greens, like multicolored, and like filler ones. So I want to do that in here because this thing here that fits this way, but it also fits this way in my drawer here on my desk. And I think it'd be good if I put them like this, because if I grab a packet, like this one, so I grab a packet and it still closes, so I don't even have to move. I can just flick through and get what I want because I'm sitting on my chair. So I'm gonna do that now, and I will show you what it looks like and see if I like it. The next thing I wanted to show you was this here. Now this is all of my beads and charms and little knickknacks. And what I did was I actually wrapped them together. They're two separate ones, but I wrapped them in like cling wrap, plastic wrap, whatever you call them, because although they are snap lock, I was worried that as they were moving, because they were in boxes and they were getting shaken around, that it would come off. So basically the easiest thing with this is you take scissors and you just snip, and then it unfolds. Now I did tape some of these, so like there's a little bit of tape. I don't know if I taped that side. I did. So I taped them as well, just so they wouldn't come off, and then they are free and none of the beads have come off. So that's the way that I transported my bead boxes. Now these are going to go in the little drawer cabinet here. So I'll pop them in and show you what that looks like. Okay, so next we have all the things that were actually in the drawer of my old desk. So I have my container of resin pieces, and then this is a bag of like charms, eyelets, double-sided tape, like jump rings, what are they called? Pom-poms, wood veneer. So I'm gonna take this all out and look at what I actually would like to keep. Okay, so these are all the things that was in the bag. Double-sided tape, jewelry wire, thread, like some gold thread, some eyelets, a whole bunch of just random stationery, so like a craft knife, and I can't remember what these things are called, and then some pens. I have a container of charms there. And here I have a whole bunch of other random stationery supplies, some more eyelets, the pom-poms, the wood veneer, and the resin. Now, the wood veneer and the resin, I don't use it as much as I used to. I used to use it constantly. So I actually think that I'm going to make the decision to not have these on my desk. So what I'm going to do is make not keeping on my desk and then keeping on my desk. So I know I want the eyelets to come with me to my desk. And I know I want the jump rings because I use those fairly regularly as well. So these I want on the desk. I don't want the charms anymore on the desk, so I'm going to put those somewhere else. The pom-pom container I think I will keep on my desk. It's the tools here that I've got to go through now. Double-sided tape I do want, but I don't need 2 rolls on my desk, so the other one will go. The thread I'll put back into my jewelry box, as well as this jewelry wire, because I don't use this as much anymore either. So I will pop those away, and then I'll come to you when that is sorted. Okay, so here we are at the end of day 2. This is my desk area, kind of in a semi-organized way. None of this is in its permanent home. I just kind of put it there for now. I do like that there. I think it's kind of cute. And then I kind of want to have where that book is my desk organizer that I'm getting. Bin. This is what the drawer looks like. So I've got all the sequins there, and then I have my eyelets and pieces there. So that's that one. All of this I'll go into a lot more detail of later, and then this is the cupboard underneath. So that's all my beads and spare 12x12 paper. And up here is like a collection of stuff I've been working with. On the side of the desk is where I've put my sewing machine, my die cutting machine, and my empty roller cart. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I still have all of this. You would have seen before in the time lapse me sorting these out. So I have purchased 2 drainer boxes that are going to go in my my 2x2 calyx unit. So they will be going there. That's my mixed media stuff. That's a I don't know yet. Yarn, and then spare stuff. So that's like where I put all my spare things. Still have all of that left to tackle. And this hasn't really changed. Over here is empty containers. So that used to have my yarn in it. That is a container of containers and then an empty container underneath. Then here is a tapestry that my mum made that's going to sit on top of it. Because I'm in a rental, I can't hang anything on the walls. Some kind of leaning things, or like, as you can see here, I've got sticky clips, which are pretty decent, so I'll hang some stuff off of there. So this is what it looks like at the end of day 2. We'll come back later with tomorrow, where I plan on tackling that. Hey guys, welcome back to day 3 of setting up my craft room. Admittedly, this is a couple of days later, but just from anything that I've updated from the last time I brought you in is I have my cube unit back. So I put my 2 new drainer boxes in, and then my other boxes early, so what I put in them. I still don't have anything in this one, so not entirely sure what I'm going to put in there. But today's goal is to go through this entire thing. So I'm going to cut off the plastic now and look through everything that I've got. And then I'll probably bring you in when I'm sorting through all of my ribbon. So I just thought I'd quickly jump in and tell you what I'm doing here. I had 2 containers of ribbon because I had bought so much stuff over the last couple of years. So I've destashed it and chosen the things that I know I'm definitely going to use, and I've gotten rid of the things that I'm not going to use. I did donate the things that I didn't use, and a couple of them that were unopened I've kept to give as gifts in Happy Mail. So enjoy this little time lapse. Okay, so here I am at the end of day 3. Pretty much everything is set up. I'm just waiting for a few odds and ends to come in the mail and just little minor decisions before I film my craft room tour. But as you can see, this is the state of my desk at the moment. Like I said, I'm getting like spice jars to go here, so I want to put the pom-poms in one. What are they? Paper clips, and then 2 other things. So I've kind of got my gold stuff and then containers over here. I've got my star up there, my trimmer, a cute little decor thing here. In this section here, I'm going to put a desk organizer, which is where they're going to go there. So then I have all of that free space for crafting. In my top drawer, just a quick little overview before the craft room tour. Nothing in that bottom one's finished. Corner's still the same. What I decided to put in this box is kind of things that I need to finish. So like that just needs pages done, that needs photos. These are cards to go into my albums. Here is going to be like my die cutting station. So I have different die cuts and embossing folders, and then my die storage, some foam, and that's not meant to be there, so I'll have to move that, and some cords. Here's my monitor. My albums are still the same. My ever-growing pile of empty containers. But today I worked on this here. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I have the 2 larger boxes of the 2 IKEA drainer boxes. In this one here, it's basically empty. In this one here, it is mixed media, spares / doubles, and yarn and ribbon. And then I have a cute little decor thing up here. This is a tapestry that my mum made for me, and then just a little decor thing. I do want to repaint that sign that says create. I just don't think the pink is a good color anymore. And then here is my embellishment station. So as you saw in the time lapse, I redid my ribbon. I've still got that on the side, and I also have decided to basically start over with my scrap paper and start from scratch. I did keep all of the glitter and like specialty paper scraps, but everything else I decided to toss. My bin's up here. I'm actually going to try it out rather than having it under my desk. I think it'll be a good change. And then all my embellishments. So this is setting up my craft room. I hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for my craft room 2021 craft room tour, which will be coming out soon. But that's everything. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.